Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Lori from Guiding Light Wellness, and today we're going to be talking about crystals. Crystals are such beautiful objects to be able to use to enhance our lives in so many different ways. I selected a few different crystals that I figured I would share with you. First of all, just so you know, there are two types of crystals. We have raw crystals, which this is an amethyst crystal, and you can see the texture is very rough. This is basically how crystals are formed and come out of the ground. Then the rest of the crystals that I actually have here are tumbled crystals. This is a cornelian, and it's very smooth. So it's really a matter of preference which type of crystal you feel like working with. Cornelian could come in a rough form as well, and amethyst could come in a tumbled form. So I kind of like to mix and match. Really, when you're choosing your crystals, it's not necessarily about reading, well, this is what this particular crystal does, and that's exactly what I need. That's fantastic, and that is a good way to choose your crystals. However, another way to choose your crystals is simply just intuitively looking at crystals and whatever you're gravitated towards. It's kind of a fun thing to do when you see a bunch of different crystals, you're crystal shopping, and you say, wow, I don't know, there's something about this green crystal that I'm drawn to. I really like this. So you choose it, and then you look to see what its benefits are used for, and chances are it's exactly what you need. So most of the times when you're picking your crystals out, you already know what type of a crystal you're actually in search of. Now, crystals, I feel, have personalities, so to speak. So each crystal definitely resonates with us differently. I have rose quartz, which is right here. Now, rose quartz is a stone of the heart. It promotes unconditional love, peace, tenderness. It helps with grief, with fears. It promotes bonding. It protects against nightmares, so it's a good stone to have next to your bed if you're experiencing bad dreams, under your pillow. And it's also useful for irregular heartbeats, to name a few things. When I hold the rose quartz crystal, I can instantly feel a calming effect for this crystal, as do most people that hold the rose quartz. So if you're kind of in a situation where you're stressed out and you need a little calming and to feel loved, this is a perfect crystal to hold on to. I also have tiger's eye. Now, tiger's eye promotes good fortune, prosperity, better understanding. It inspires creativity, and it stimulates wealth and good judgment, and it's a great protective stone. I actually have on my my bracelet of my tiger's eye. Wearing crystals around your neck, earrings, bracelets, these crystals definitely benefit us by keeping them close to our body. So you can always start to think about possibly either carrying certain crystals with you. I have certain crystals in my Jeep that I keep with me as I'm always driving for protection, which tiger's eye is one of them. Clear quartz I love because clear quartz is clear. And clear quartz is really a charging crystal. So you can always put clear quartz with other crystals to charge. And clear quartz, it's a soul cleanser. It aids in concentration, it promotes calmness, clarity, harmony, energy, psychic abilities, and it's called the Master Healer Stone. So it opens the mind, and it also accelerates prayers. And this is a crystal that you can actually program. So if you set your intention with a clear quartz crystal, you can pretty much program it for anything. If you want this crystal to help you with nightmares, if you want this crystal to help you with a particular situation in your life, or pain of some sort, this is the crystal to go towards. And I have here also howlite. Howlite is a great crystal. This is a stone of awareness, another calming crystal. A lot of, it reduces stress. A lot of crystals are very calming and soothing, raising our vibration. We all vibrate, we're all energy, and crystals are an amazing way to raise our vibration. When our vibration and our energy, our prana, our chi, our life force, our ki, when it's low, that's when we develop sickness. We then have diseases that manifest through our aura. So by using crystals, and simply using them could just be in a little dish, alongside your bed, or in your kitchen, or in your foyer, or carrying a crystal with you, or in your car, or wearing the crystals, are great ways to get many benefits from the crystals. And I also have here's another rose quartz. It's a little heart. Let's see. And I also have here, this is a unakite. You can place this under your pillow as well, and this aids in sleeping. And it brings serenity, and it kind of gives us clarity for futures. It aids in spiritual growth and helping us through difficult situations. So unakites are a really nice stone. And the fun thing too is when you're collecting the stones and you're putting them out for display, there's so many different colors. A lot of crystals mimic one another. So sometimes when you get into different crystals, you might say, which crystal is this? Is that a bloodstone? Or, so sometimes you're kind of borderline with it. So just be careful too where you're purchasing your crystals to make sure that they're authentic. And a great way to cleanse your crystals, when you kind of feel maybe that they've been absorbing a lot of the energy around you, which is exactly what they will do. You can simply run them under cold water, or when we have a full moon, like we just had Wednesday night, which was the other night, we had the warm moon for March. That's a great opportunity to bring your crystals, to place them outside in the moonlight and then the sunlight, and bring them in and they're fully charged. There are certain crystals though that you never want to place underwater. For example, this is a selenite. This is a tower. Selenite is a protective crystal. It shields a person or a space from outside influences. It holds a very powerful vibration to clear and activate our crown chakra, which is our chakra at the top of our head that connects us to the divine and to the spiritual realm. So it does assist in spiritual work. And it promotes peace and calm and tranquility, and it definitely invokes the angelic realm, and it dispels negativity. So a lot of things going on with the selenite. However, this one happens to be wrapped. This is not a crystal just like kyanite to run underwater, because when you feel it, it's kind of almost like shards. So it's not as hardy, so to speak, as the tumbled or even the rough crystals. So this definitely will disintegrate if you try running it under cold water. So just, you can pretty much feel out your crystal when you're touching it, that, yeah, if it feels like selenite or kyanite, you can kind of feel that roughness to it, that it's definitely not a crystal you want to put in water. So, I hope that this was informative for you, and that you'll start to branch out. You can go and just get a couple of crystals or even one and try it out and see how you feel. And, when you're working with the crystals, they're great to work with for meditation and to always just keep around you to raise your vibration, because it's all about feeling the best that you could possibly be and being the healthiest that you can be. So you will find with the crystals, once you start using them, the peace and the serenity that you begin to feel by just having these crystals in your presence. So thank you again for joining me.